some of the other stuff, of course, coming out of this, like you said, is just what this means to wrestling
Mm-hmm.
overall. And WrestleMania weekend is such a big melting pot all for like indie promotions, and so many people make money around promoting their shows and doing business during WrestleMania weekend. So when you take WrestleMania out of the United States and you put it in Saudi Arabia, a lot of those people that make a big amount of money out of that weekend, now they're not going to. What does this mean for like WrestleCon? Because WrestleCon usually plans around WrestleMania weekend.
Yep.
Um, and sure, WrestleCon probably will still take place somewhere during WrestleMania weekend in America, but
It's not the same.
you're
I'm
missing the
not
crowd.
traveling to go
Yeah,
the same as I would if it WrestleMania was going on, as a
yeah.
fan.
You're missing the crowd that's coming specifically to that place for WrestleMania that you're going to
Exactly.
then get um, more income off of.
Hmm.
And, I'm sure some people's response to that will flippantly be, well, who cares? Like, stop trying to make your money off the back of WWE and just like stand on your own too. But that's just not how the wrestling business works.
Don't work
That's
so.
not how that's not how most business works. When you
Mhm.
have the industry leader, which WWE is, when they move and do things, the rest of the business moves accordingly.
Mhm.
So I don't know what this means. I've seen a lot of people saying that Tony should plan like a wrestling weekend that
Yeah.
same weekend so that WrestleCon can be it. Like that's more reason why I think that again, Supercard of Honor should be a part of WrestleMania weekend again, so
Mhm.
that Supercard of Honor can maybe have a weekend somewhere in the U.S. city, and then WrestleCon and other indie shows can be around it.
Yeah, I've had some of my best, my most favorite, not just wrestling memories happen WrestleMania week. Like I've spent some of the best time of my life with my friends, just like not even at wrestling events, like at breakfast, or we're going to get coffee, or we're going to this crazy monument, we're going to JFK where JFK was assassinated, or we're going to, you know what I mean? It's like I've had so many of those great moments. I just saw the captain and Carly were running up the Rocky steps, and I remembered
Yeah, yeah.
Phil and I standing at the top of the Rocky steps, laughing at the people shadow box. I'm like, you don't get these moments
I'm,
with
I'm
just
still
any other weekend.
I'm still salty that we're not going to New Orleans. I was so
Exactly.
happy about the idea of going to New Orleans, and now it's not happening.
So I've had so many like it's beyond like WWE's having their biggest show. It's like, no, my friends are gonna reconvene in one place and we're all gonna get together and we're all gonna have a great time. We're all gonna watch wrestling. It's so much more than just their show. And so for them to kind of at that point eliminate it, it's unfortunate. I mean, they have started to try to create other weekends. Like they try to make SummerSlam weekend be like that. They're trying to make with their 2 night Royal
Mhm.
Rumble weekend be like that. So they're trying to give American fans another opportunity to do that, but it's not the same as WrestleMania. You can sell me any show in the world. It's not the same as WrestleMania. It doesn't hit the same, doesn't act the
Mhm.
same. The events around it are the same. You just can't
Yeah,
create that
it's
magic
it's
anywhere else.
it's the biggest wrestling weekend of the year for a
Mhm.
reason, and that's why a lot of people make their money off of it. And
Yeah.
y- I don't know what that looks like if it's not in the U.S. And I mean, again, it's so different if you do that, even if it's just in the UK, because there's such
Right.
a big community around wrestling in the UK. And so it's different even if you have it in the UK. Saudi
Wait.
Arabia is isolated from the rest of the wrestling community. And that's a big part of this.
I mean, you and I were talking about potentially skipping out on WrestleMania next year to go to the UK instead. So it's like there's a big contingent of fans that would have been excited about
Mhm.
hearing WrestleMania being announced in the UK, London somewhere. Like there's a
Yeah.
bunch of fans that would have been getting ready, they would have been buying tickets, people would have been getting their passports to go overseas. Like this would have been a thing, but now it's just not. I mean, I've seen some fans over there be try to flip their way and be excited about some parts of this, and I'm like, I knew that was going to happen. But you don't want to continue to not even piss off your fans, but just disappoint your fans, I think,
Yeah. But I think that this is going to be I think this is going there's going to be more negative response to this than people think.
Yeah.
Because again, I think it's different if they just do 2 shows a year and people can kind of pick and choose what they want to watch. And it doesn't matter if I just watch this at home. I can see from that crowd that booed last night, the negative response to this is going to continue, and it's going to be louder than I think WWE thinks. But at the same time, they don't care. They're going to make their money. They're going to have a packed. They're going to have a packed crowd for that show. It don't matter. They're gonna move on from this, and they don't care.
We
The
didn't
other
even
part,
get into the potential what the cards could be and the
yeah,
talks
yeah.
around them wanting to have Austin and Rock and all these. They want to have like a super mega WrestleMania, you know?
The idea, and they've already said that Rock is probably going to be on this card because Rock was already one of the wrestlers that they pushed for. The idea that they're going to do this Rock Roman match that people have been begging for since like 2018 in Saudi Arabia and not in America is crazy.
You're gonna be watching
crazy.
Rock and Roman at like noon my time, and it's just gonna be just like happening in the Saudi crowd and not the same responses as they want. Thinking of him skipping out on this next year WrestleMania, which I think he is, to get to that one is just like it just doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, they're going to pay big money. Of course, this is going to be like the production value and the glitz around it is going to be noticeably different.
Yep.
But I am curious, like, what does this mean with like them trying to bring in bigger stars and more established names? That is there's a morbid curiosity there, but then there's also like, I don't know. We've seen where this has gone with some of the other Saudi shows and us getting stuff like that Goldberg and Undertaker match, which was a disaster.
And they said that they have contacted Shawn Michaels. Bald head HBK is like a black eye on his career. And like they're like gonna try to pay him to be on the show.
We don't need it. No. Sean, listen, I get it. We all like money, man. I get
It's a
it.
bag, Phil. It's a bag.
I get it, but please no. I have blocked out any memory of that match.
Bald head HBK, never
We
forget.
don't need another Shine match in Saudi Arabia. But I
No.
think we're gonna get something else like that. Maybe Goldberg will be back ready to do business by then. I don't know. I've seen people throw around the name Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm just like, oh. Consider this for a second.
Yes.
A young lad from this city cut a pipe bomb 2011. He's wearing a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt when he cut that promo. When he came back and he became one of the biggest stars in the space, he teased that he still wants that Austin match. There's like the 2K thing that they did where they did the back and forth and they got people excited about the idea of this match.
Yep.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk in Saudi Arabia sounds like a fever dream scenario. And I just can't imagine where this goes and how.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk in Saudi Arabia, Phil.
But that's why I'm like, we're talking money that's on the table, and we can get a Stone Cold Steve Austin match in 2027. The guy you want Stone Cold to wrestle is CM Punk. If you're gonna put Austin on this card, it's CM Punk. And the idea of that match happening in Saudi Arabia, like, geez, talk about a monkey paw situation. Your wish is granted, guys. It's happening right here in Riyadh season.
This is what you wanted. You've told us for a bunch of years that you want to see Stone Cold back again. Here he is against CM Punk, a big matchup. What's Cody's big match supposed to be? Like, who are they going to bring for him?
I don't know. Maybe it'll be The Rock. I don't know if they're going to do. The Rock needs an opponent, so either it'll be either it'll be Cody or Roman Reigns.
Like I was reading that they had to up the ante because of The Rock. Like they're like, oh, if you guys want The Rock, we need more money.
Yeah. That also confirms for me that we are not getting that Rock Roman match this year. I
No.
do not see it happening. I do think that Rock is still fully on his Oscar campaign. Shatter Machine, sorry, not Shatter Machine. That's the wrestling move. The Smashing Machine. That is his number one priority right now.
The Rock has been crying on red carpets across the country, across the world, promoting this movie, getting 50-minute standing ovations. He is not interested in this, but he will be back for that Riyadh bag. This is... I don't... It's... not surprised again, like I said, Phil. I think with all of this, getting all the facts, getting all the things, it's like, oh yeah, this was the natural progression from the greatest Royal Rumble to eventually we're going to get a full WrestleMania.